What a grimy face. Wash it with my water. I don't even think it's what it says in here. I think in the original it says, what a dirty face, you should wash it or something like that. Wash your face with my water. Yeah, that's it, baby. Wash your face with my water. You want my water on your face so much. And hello everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Nico Plays. This is Final Fantasy. I want to do Final Fantasy because this is 2017, and believe it or not, Final Fantasy came out 30 years ago, if you can believe that. That is a very long time for anything at all. But the very first Final Fantasy came out on the Famicom in 1987 in Japan, or the NES. What is it, NES? I don't even remember. It actually didn't come out in North America until July of 1990. I actually had to look it up, and actually the story that I have about Final Fantasy, my first time ever playing Final Fantasy, had to change because I found out that it came out in 1990. We'll get into that later. But I just wanted to go ahead and I wanted to play this because it was my first Final Fantasy. A lot of people have, Final Fantasy VII as the first official Final Fantasy they've ever played. I've heard a lot of people say that Final Fantasy X was their first big one that they ever had. Mine was Final Fantasy on the regular Nintendo, the NES. It was mind-blowing for me. Before that, all I had was side-scroller, platformers and arcade games, and I never knew that a video game could be so grandiose, so big, so huge. And it really changed my life. And since then, I've been a Final Fantasy fanatic. I absolutely love Final Fantasy. Anything and everything Final Fantasy. Almost anything and everything Final Fantasy. We'll get into that one later, too. But I wanted to play the first one. And unfortunately, my Nintendo does not work anymore. It has bit the dust. I probably have to send it into a specialist to get it fixed. So I couldn't play my original NES. I still own my old Final Fantasy cartridge. We don't have a retro player yet. And I can't play on an emulator because I can't record. So the next best thing I found was what do you want to call it? Reproduction? Rehash? Almost like a reimagining, I guess, of Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. This came out in 2002 on the Final Fantasy Origins. It was Final Fantasy 1 and Final Fantasy 2. And somewhere along the line, I bought it for my PlayStation. I didn't even know that I had bought it. I don't have the actual disc, but I bought it on the PlayStation Store. And I said, you know what? Let's play it. Why not? Let's do it. I have not gone through this whole game yet. Like I said, I've played through the old Nintendo version several times over within my lifetime. This version I have not played. I've played a little bit of it. I think I've gotten halfway through, but I never completely finished the game for whatever reason. I don't know why. And I said, let's play this one. It's something new. I haven't finished it yet. It's a Final Fantasy game that I have not finished yet, and those are few and far between, believe it or not. So I said, let's try something new. Let's play this version, see how it goes, see what happens. What's the worst that could happen? Seriously, what's the worst that can happen? So let's go ahead and do this. Why not? Easy mode, difficulty level adjusted. Oh my god, no, let's go for the original game difficulty. Oh my goodness. Okay. So when I had first got Final Fantasy, I didn't know anything about any of these characters. I didn't know anything about role-playing games. I honestly didn't know what to do with myself. I really didn't. And the first time I got it, I said, who are the 4 people that I know that would make a badass team in Final Fantasy? So I went through and I started thinking, I was like, who could possibly fill these shoes? And especially at the time, since I only had 4 characters to be able to fit a name for these characters, I said, who can I possibly think of? What's over here? That would be the coolest party in a game like this. And if you haven't figured it out by now, then, you know, I'm sorry. This is the exact setup that I had when I was a kid. I knew that a warrior was able to fight. I knew that a thief was able to steal. I knew that a white mage was able to heal. A black mage was able to deal damage. But a red mage could do both. And I said, why not have 2 damage dealers? So this was the party that I had when I first played my Final Fantasy. For anyone that is a true Final Fantasy freak, if you don't know anything about 8-bit theater, those lovely online comics that you can find, they're still out there somewhere, I'm sure. This is the setup that he used for almost the entirety of that comic as well. And I always love the fact that he used my setup. You know, he didn't know me, so of course, you know. But he used a setup that was similar to mine that I said, you know what, that's so awesome, because that's the setup I used when I first had this game. So there you go. There it is. But this is what we're going to use. We're going to use the turtle names, because that's what I used back then. I could fit in, you know, newer names. I could fit in friends' names and all that stuff. But really, why? This is so much more fun. It really, truly is. But we are going to go ahead and go with that. Yes, we're going to proceed with this party assignment. My God. And here we are. We're in a game. This is Final Fantasy. Of course, this is Corneria, I think it's the name of this town. Corneria. Yeah. I'll just go straight to the castle. I mean, the thing about Cornelia, I thought it was Corneria. Cornelia. Alright. What's this guy gotta say? Our king is searching for the light warriors. Oh my God, look how slow it's typing. Wait, can you be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Oh my God, what button is... Oh yeah, okay, standard, classic, alright. Config, cursor... Oh, memory. That's not what we need. We need text speed. 3-4. That's all the way up. Seriously? That's all the way up? Oh, you're killing me, guys. You're absolutely killing me. Screen adjustments, collections. Special features added to the game. What? No, we're not going to do that right now. So that's as fast as it goes? Well, I can hit the button and make it go faster, but... Alright, well, I'm going to have to hit the button and make it go faster because that is too slow. What's this asshole doing? Our king is such... Yeah, dude, that's one thing about these old RPGs is half the times you will find like 8 guys that will say the same exact bullshitty stuff. Alright. What's your deal? Our king is search... You know what? Your 2 mooks downstairs already said this stuff, man. Come on. Please go see His Majesty at once. Well, then move, bitch. Travelers, is it true that you are the crystal bearers? Do we have crystals on us? Oh yeah, we do. Holy shit. Look at there. The prophecy says, when darkness veils the world, 4 warriors of light shall come. I don't know if you're looking for us. But your majesty, we have no proof that these 4 are the true light warriors. Yeah, that's what he looks like. Some balding freako dude. With a big difference about this game and the old game, you know, of course you've got the bigger sprites and, you know, they look a lot more 16 bits. You can see them a little bit better. I don't remember the old sprites though. It's been so long since I've played the old Final Fantasy. Surely it is not coincidence that 4 warriors bearing crystals have appeared now. Well, it would be a crazy thing if it was. Brave ones, I need your help. Please rescue my daughter, Sarah. Ah, Sarah. Garland, once a knight in His Majesty's service, has abducted Princess Sarah. Yeah. We have learned that he is in the Temple of Chaos, north of Cornelia. Oh my god, the Temple of Chaos. Jesus Christ. He attempted to rescue the princess, but his powers far surpassed ours. Because you suck, man. Because we're the shit, and you're crap. Perhaps you wish to cross the northern straits. The bridge that once spanned it was lost long ago. If you bring my daughter back safely, I will build a new bridge. I'm counting on you. So, you guys just purposely shut yourself off from whatever the hell is on the other side of that bridge just because you didn't feel like building a bridge. Good job. Nice. Good job. And we're off. What do you gotta say, King? It is just as Lucan foretold. Who's Lucan? Do I know Lucan? Light Warriors, I need your help. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Garland has abducted my daughter. Please bring her back to me. What do you gotta say, Baldy? Bless the crystals. Yeah. Alright, let's go check out the other stuff. Let's see what else is around here. I always wind up doing this. Is that you gotta talk to everybody. I mean, you can't just leave some random ass guy just sitting there, and not talk to him. Everybody has information. We received a report that Golan has fled to the Temple of Chaos north of Cornelia. Alright. And there is jack shit over here. Okay. Good stuff. So, wait. Yeah, you already said that shit. So while I go peruse the castle, my background, isn't there a thing here? Is that like an invisible guy? Or is that not in this version? I thought there was an invisible guy. No? Maybe they took it out. Oh, that sucks. I could swear. Maybe it's in another castle or something. Maybe the princess is in another castle. But Garland was once an honorable knight. What could have driven him to such hatred? I don't know. You never know with these guys. They're all crazy and stuff, man. Alright, what do you got to say? Oh, please rescue the princess. Right. So anyways, my background with Final Fantasy. The way that I always thought it was. Queen has shut herself away in the room out of grief. But she forgot to lock the door. I am Jane, Queen of Cornelia. Please save my daughter, I beg you. But I had always thought that I'd got my Super Nintendo, or my Super Nintendo, my Nintendo, my NES. I thought I had got my NES way back in like 86. Which I think I probably did. I don't even know. It's all a blur now. I want my sis back. Aw. But what I thought was when I turned 10 years old, and unfortunately I'm dating myself. I've made it this far without giving away too much about my age, but this is where I date myself. I could swear when I turned 10, that was the year that Final Fantasy came out. And I said, that game looks cool. I want to try that. Because my mom had taken me to Toys R Us, and I bought 2 games. At the time, I could swear to God those 2 games were Donkey Kong Classics and Final Fantasy. What's this guy got to say? Our ancestors sealed weapons away here and left the key in the Elven Prince's keeping. He was to guard it until the Light Warriors came. Yes, when we go find the Elven King, we come back here. I think by the time we come back here, the weapons aren't really that good. It's one of those things where it's like, if you just would open the goddamn door sooner. He's saying the same thing. If you just would open the door sooner. Jesus Christ. But, I thought at the time that we had bought Donkey Kong Classics for the NES and Final Fantasy. And I thought that's where my Final Fantasy history started. Since I have found out, or since, I already knew that this was the 30th anniversary, but since I started looking into it, wanting to record Final Fantasy, when I found out that it came out in 1990, it completely changed my entire outlook on Final Fantasy. It really did. We're going into the town now, the town of Cornelia. Cornelia, I thought it was Corneria. What you gotta say? This is Cornelia, the city where dreams are woven. They weave dreams here. Dream weaver. Okay, take a look at your reflection in the water. What a grimy face. Wash it with my water. I don't even think that's what it says in here. I think in the original it says, what a dirty face, you should wash it or something like that. Wash your face with my water. Yeah, that's it, baby. Wash your face with my water. You want my water on your face so much. Wow, it seems such a long time has passed since I left the town of Provoca in the east. Provoca? What's up with Provoca? I don't know. I don't know what Provoca is. What about you? What do you guys say? Hey, come here. Oh, please, please rescue the princess. Alright. What is this? This is an item shop? It's an item shop. Move! Will you fucking jerk ass? Jesus. The people are the worst. What's in here? Potion. Oh, we got 400 gil at least. We got something. Still not enough though. It's still absolutely nothing. I mean, this game was brutal at starting you at the dead ass bottom and then making you work your way all the way up to the top. You know, some games now they'll at least give you a little bit of a helping hand, but this one killed you. No need for our help, I see. Keep hope in your hearts and be strong. Is this a church? Was this in the original game too? I can't get through the candle. I want to go play the piano, the organ, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Jeez. But anyways, about the when I found out that it came out in 1990, it actually came out in July of 1990. His Majesty believes light warriors will save the princess as the prophet Lucan told him. So when I found out it came out in 1990, I had to completely rethink what the hell was going on with my life. Hi there, handsome. Oh, she's the dancer. Does she dance? She doesn't dance. I think she dances later. I know she's a dancer. There's a weapon shop, which I didn't want to go in there because we don't really have the money to be able to buy anything. Because I don't think. Oh, wait, look. Actually, I think we totally need weapons. So nobody can have that. Nobody can have that. Hammer. Should I give him a hammer? What's that music? Oh my god. Sure, let's give the fighter a hammer. Why not? Attack 9. What's this one? Attack 9. Attack 6. Is there nothing else the staff does? I don't want to give him a staff though. Alright, let's get one hammer. Let's get 2 rapiers. And we will give the black mage a stabby knife. Because black mages are cool with stabby knives. Does this guy do anything? Nope, just anything in here? Nothing. Usually I hide secrets in the stuff, but I guess not. But when I reevaluated my video games, I went back and looked at my video games. Somewhere along the line, as a kid, I actually wrote numbers. The numbers of what video games I got first. Like, oh, shirts, chainmail. Oh, they can both wear chainmail? What? Should I get 2? Oh man, that's really gonna kill my money. Okay, there's 2, and he can wear leather armor, and the black mage can wear a shirt, because you suck. God. But when I went back and looked at the numbers on my carts, I found out that, of course, Super Mario's Duck Hunt was number 1. A well, not an on parton. Oh well. Oh well. Ha ha ha. Yeah, say, oh please rescue princess. I think I already talked to you. Prophet Lucan left Cornelia saying that he was off to find the crescent moon. Right. But I had numbered my carts. And of course, like I said, Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt was number 1. Number 2 was Donkey Kong Classics. Number 3 was Contra. Blew my mind. Just absolutely blew my mind out of the water. All these years I thought Final Fantasy was number 3. Had always been number 3. Would always be number 3. Nope, didn't happen. Never happened. I actually went through, started flipping through. Battletoads was number 7. Blaster Master was number 6. And Final Fantasy was number 8. I don't remember what was in between there. I didn't look that far into it. But that blew my mind. So I started thinking, when did I get this game? Well, let's talk to the Black Mage. I think he sells magic, which I can get 1 magic. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, if I'm going to buy a magic, it ain't going to be black magic. We're going to go white magic. We're going to get Cure, because, goddamn it, I'm going to need it for this game. It's Cure. D-Inflix. Oh, well, nobody can use it anyways. Shield. Alright. Nobody can use a blink either. White Wizard. Alright. So I started thinking about it. If it came out in July of 1990, it would not have been my birthday. It would have been nowhere near my birthday. I said, when would it have happened? So I thought it had to have been Christmas. It had to have been Christmas of 1990 is whenever I got it. And I started thinking about it. And I said, I remember asking for Blaster Master. I remember asking for Battletoads. But I don't ever remember asking for Final Fantasy for Christmas. And it really sunk in that I didn't want Final Fantasy whenever I got it. And I started remembering that when I got the game, I didn't even open the game because I didn't want it, because I wanted to return it. And my mom wouldn't return it. My mom actually said, you need to play the game. You need to at least try it and see if you like it, because I'm not going to return a game that you don't want. And that really just, that completely changed my perception of Final Fantasy. This has all happened within the past week as well. Just so you know, everything about Final Fantasy has changed for me. Absolutely changed. And to know that this was a game that I didn't want, and I played it, and I liked it so much that it has become my favorite video game franchise of all time, blows my mind at this point. I am absolutely flabbergasted by understanding where it came from. You want to hear about equipment? Sure. Equipment can be divided into weapons and armor. You can only equip them in the equipment menu. As you may already know, weapons are used to attack enemies. You think? Really? Armor can be divided into 4 groups: body armor, shields, helms, and gloves. Suits or armor protect most of your body, but can be heavy. Armlets can be good. Can be a good light alternative. Shields can deflect many a blow in battle. Some are known to possess special abilities. Ooh. Helms protect the head. I recommend wearing one if your profession allows it. Gloves protect your hands. Wear them when you can. Is that it? That's it. Alright, what do you got to say, old man? Tips on items. Did you know that some equipment can be used as items in battle? I don't think this was in the original game. You'll have to try each piece out to see what effect it has, if any. Sleeping bag, tents, and cottages can only be used outdoors. Yeah, they can restore your HP, save your progress, use them wisely. Also, never hurts to keep a good supply of potions. Yeah, if I can afford it. You may receive key items along your journey. Their purposes may not always be clear, so try using them in different places. Sure, why not? I'm an expert on monsters. Okay, what do you know? What kind of monster has a weakness? Learn that weakness and combat will become much easier. For example, water creatures are vulnerable to lightning. So use your spells and weapons accordingly. Right, like fire and ice, water and lightning, and poop and faces. That's how that works. I'm just saying, that's how that works. I happen to know a lot about magic. There are two types of magic spells, black and whites. Why's it gotta be black and white? Why's it gotta be like that, man? Seriously. White magic mainly heals, while black magic is used for attacks. You can learn up to 3 spells per level. If you already have 3 spells and wish to learn another, first drop one by selecting drop. Now see, this is something I don't remember being in the first game either. And it makes me kind of think that's not cool, but then again, I don't know. Then learn a spell, you can relearn a spell you previously dropped in the same manner. One of my best advice for you is to find your own fighting style. Oh, believe me, I'll find my own fighting style. Holy shit. Okay, before we talk to this chick, though, let's go ahead and put some shit on us, huh? Why not? Equip, weapon, what do we say we're going to give him? Yeah, the rapier. We don't have any shields. We don't have any helmets. We have armor, though, which I think is the chainmail. Yeah. We have gloves. Alright. Raph gets... Does he get a rapier? It's a raper. Raper. God. Defense 4. That really... Man, I'm so glad I bought that, because that really just made it all that much better. Did I not buy... I had to take a drink of water there. Jeez, my throat's starting to get all weird. Did I not buy a second... I don't think I did. Oh, what a ripoff. Did I not? Seriously? Oh, that's bullshit. Was I supposed to buy 3 and I didn't buy 3? I only bought 2? Sunny Beach. What the friggin' hell, man? Oh, that sucks. That sucks so bad. Okay, well, anyways. Jesus. He's still got the cure, right? Yes, he does. Okay. Wow, that was bad. That was horrible. Welcome. It's 30 girls per night. What do you say? Sure, why not? Sweet dreams. Because you're broke now. Excuse me. But this was the start of my Final Fantasy adventure. Again, not this game particularly, but we are not going to save right now. I will save later. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and... No, I didn't save. Oh well. I will save it once I get out of here. But this was the start of my Final Fantasy adventure. It was a game that I didn't want to play. Absolutely blew my mind when it happened, or when I found out. For all those years, I had thought, Final Fantasy was the big one that I had played, that, I loved it since day one. And what was the one? Can we afford it? Yeah, we can afford it. There, jeez. But I had always thought that it was the big one that I bought because I loved it. I wanted to try it out, and I wanted to see how it played and all that, and then to come to find out that that wasn't true. I never wanted to play the game. I wanted to return it because I didn't want to try the game. And then it became the best series I ever played in my life. So we're gonna do one fight. Or we're going to do one boss fight, or not one boss fight. We're going to roll around here. I'm going to find one fight that we can get into, just to see how lame we are right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and stop. While I am stopped, I'm going to go ahead and work on some levels. I don't know how many levels I'm going to work on, but we shall see. Alright, so what do we got here? See, you can equip different things as you go, and that, I don't remember that being in the original game. Of course, you got Flea, and you've got items. Hammer. Can you throw the hammer? I don't want to throw the hammer. Of course, magic, but he doesn't have any magic, so you know what you want. So let's just attack. Let's, does he not have, wonder if he gets Rob or whatever it is later. We go there, and you can go there, and you can go there. Oh, I went to there. Shit. And I don't remember if this one has the, if this one has the ability that when an enemy is dead that they automatically go back to the next enemy. I don't know that. I think it is. I know most of the newer ones do. Hey, look, I did something. Gained 6 experience and 24 gil. I'll tell you what, if this was a modern video game, I would have gained a level in the first fight. Just because. That's the way it works now. And that's not saying that the new games are soft. I'm just saying that's how it works now. It would have given you 10 levels just within this little area just to give you that boost to keep moving, you know? But I think as it is, what is it? We need 34. Which, if you go 6 at a time, yeah, it's like 5 fights. So that should tell you enough right there. But we are going to go ahead and stop. That was good enough of a place to stop. But yeah, we're going to do this. We're gonna go through Final Fantasy, the original, and we're gonna see what happens. I beat the old game. I haven't beat this version of the game. And I think it's time. I think it's definitely time to beat this version of the game, see what it's all about, see where it leads, because I haven't done this. Yeah, I figure why not. And then after this is done, I'm going to play Final Fantasy 2. And then Final Fantasy 3. And then Final Fantasy 4. And we're going to go all the way through every single Final Fantasy that I can possibly go through. Probably not 11, probably not 14. Even though I have played those. I did play 11. I enjoyed 11. I spent 6 months in Final Fantasy 11. Loved it. I spent a year and a half, a year and 3/4. It was almost 2 years, but it wasn't 2 years. I want to say a year and a half in Final Fantasy 14. Absolutely loved that one. Yeah, it was amazing. But I want to make this a Final Fantasy year. Because it's the 30th anniversary of my favorite video game franchise. And I am willing to drop everything else that I'm doing just to play Final Fantasy. It's been so long since I played these games. I know I've beat Final Fantasy 1. I beat Final Fantasy 4 and 5. I don't think I made it all the way through 6. I beat 7. I've beat 7 so many times that, you know, I got the ending memorized. I beat 8. I never beat 9. I only got through the beginning of 9. It's a really weird one. But, of course, 10 I did. 11 I beat the storyline, at least, you know. It's an online game. What do you want? 12 I never beat. That's one of the ones that I am definitely looking forward to them remastering, so I can try that one out again. I got pretty close to the end the first time. I just never got all the way through. 13, of course. 14 I beat the storyline, even though they're still adding to it. And I'm just now playing 15. I'm on chapter 9 of 15 right now. So I should be recording 15, but I'm not. I want to play the game. They're such a big thing because it's so near and dear to me that I want to play the game by myself first and then find out how it goes. So we'll see what happens. But we're going to play Final Fantasy 1. And we're going to go through this because this was the game that changed my perception of video games. So definitely stick around if you want to see some more of this. This is going to be a jolly old time. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some memories. We're going to have some laughs. It's not going to be a lot of grinding. I'm going to make sure I do a lot of the grinding off camera. We're going to do some dungeons. We're going to do some silly stuff. You're going to see how silly I play RPGs, because I do play RPGs pretty goddamn silly. But definitely come back around. Check us out. Let's celebrate the year. together. Why not? But I've been nicodemoscain. Thank you guys very much for watching. This has been Final Fantasy on the Final Fantasy Origins on the PS1. Even though I'm playing through the PS3, but it is what it is. But I thank you very much for watching. I wish you all well in all your future endeavors, and I hope that the world lasts for you. Take care, come back. Final Fantasy.